8, 9, 10. Woo! What's up, guys? So are you tired of constantly working out on those biceps and wondering why you can't get that nice bicep peak? It's because you're not doing the correct exercises. So in this video, I'm gonna go over my favorite top 5 of the best exercises targeting that long head of the bicep, giving you that nice mountaintop. So guys, without further ado, welcome to the RB Effect. Like that? Yeah. Good. Damn! What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Reggie B. One of the best muscle attractions are the arms. But the main issue is you have a lot of guys trying to build nice solid looking arms and not knowing what muscle specifically to focus on. Because you need to realize that the bicep is broken down into 2 muscles. The short head, which is the inner head, and then you have the long head, which is the outer peak. So to build those arms, you have to hit the correct exercises emphasizing on those specific muscles. Everybody does the same thing. They grab the barbell and they start doing barbell curls. They grab the dumbbell, they're doing dumbbell curls. But they don't know by the hand grip, certain variations target different parts of the muscle. And if you're really trying to get an overall nice solid thickness, you have to grab the right exercises. So in this video, I'm gonna go over 5 of my favorite exercises targeting just the long head, give you that nice peak. So the next time you wear a nice shirt, you're filling them out like no other. So guys, let's just jump right into this video. So you guys ready? Let's get it. Exercise number 1, the standing dumbbell curl. This exercise can also target both of the bicep heads. It can focus on the short head and the long head by the variation of hand grip that you're holding the dumbbell. So what I mean by that is you'll see a lot of times someone holding it at a neutral grip. That right there is focusing for the short head. But you don't realize that you can take it a step further by not starting off in a neutral grip and just automatically starting with your palms forward to give more of that long head target stretch. You want to supinate that wrist. So you see, without me even having a dumbbell in my hand, me supinating my wrist, which means twisting, is giving you that nice solid crease. So if you're trying to focus on the long head, you want to grab all the way down. Remember, full range of motion is very important. Come all the way back up, supinate the wrist, down, come all the way back up, supinate that wrist. So your pinky is turning inward, giving you that nice stretch. Exercise number 2. Dumbbell crossbody curl. So this is another great exercise that's gonna focus on that bicep peak, but there's a few tips that you need to pay attention to while doing this exercise. You may see a lot of guys doing this exercise, but they're doing it all wrong. They're taking the tension and the target off of the long head and focusing on some part of the shoulder. They're focusing on momentum, and that's not what we wanna do. We wanna keep the tension onto the muscle and the muscle only at all times. So when you're doing a crossbody, you're gonna come up just like this, squeeze, and all the way down. So you want to keep the tension at a nice slow pace. Not only that, this exercise also focuses on the brachioradialis, which is the muscle that runs right up to the forearm, and also the brachialis, which is the muscle that falls in between the bicep and tricep. So that's going to give you that nice thickness, giving you that nice solid peak, which then looks like this. It's that little knot that's right here on the side of the bicep. So if you're really looking to thicken out those muscles, this is a great exercise of doing so. Exercise number 3, the standing plate curl. So this exercise is actually one of my favorites because it's giving you that nice meat and potatoes, thickening out those biceps. And this exercise is really gonna focus and put the emphasis on the long head at all times. So what I want you to do, a lot of times when you see different exercises, you're like, yeah, get the full range of motion. But for the fact that you're holding the dumbbell, you're not able to do that. So there's a benefit for that because now your full range of motion is gonna stop here. So that's what you wanna do by bringing the tension onto the muscle from the bottom all the way up to the top. There's no rest period. Down right here, up, down, up. Guys, also, don't keep those elbows flared out. You may see this sometimes. No, keep the elbows as close as you can, keeping the tension onto that muscle, filling it up with blood, and giving you that thickness like no other. Exercise number 4, drag curls. I've noticed that you rarely see this exercise being done a lot of the times in the gym, but you have a lot of guys complaining why their biceps aren't as big. It's because you're not doing specific exercise like this. As simple as this exercise looks, it's very effective on targeting that long head. Keep the tip in mind to to drive those elbows backwards. Another great exercise is the incline bicep curl, which targets that long head of the bicep. Why? It's because you're on an incline and those elbows are driving backwards. How are you gonna do that standing up? The exact same way, by keeping those elbows backwards, which then is gonna give the stretch and the tension onto the long head of the bicep, taking it away from the short head. When you curl, you're not gonna curl this way. You're gonna drag the muscle. So what I want you to do, elbows back, as high as you can, all the way down. So we're gonna do one more. Squeeze at the top, all the way down. So guys, remember, when you're doing a lot of exercises trying to focus on specific muscles, you wanna keep a nice low tempo, filling it up with blood, giving you that shape like no other. Exercise number 5, seated concentration curls. So this exercise is one of the best at sculpting and keeping the tension onto the muscle at all times. The first thing that a lot of guys do when they're trying to do the concentration curls, they grab the dumbbell and they drive their elbow into the side of their inner thigh. That may seem like the right position, but it's not. It's giving you that momentum, because if I have it driven in, as you're grabbing the dumbbell and you're doing it, you'll see a lot of this. I'm able to drive myself back, but you want to keep the tension onto the muscle at all times. So what I want you to do, I want you to target the mid part of the tricep right into the inner thigh. So there's not too much momentum happening, which then is giving you that nice stretch. Also, another thing I want you to focus is the hand grip. You may see guys do here and then they bring all the way up. No, I want you to keep the palms facing the other way at all times. And on the way up, it's very important to supinate that wrist, because then it's gonna give you that nice solid crease that's right here. So the exercise and the movement will look like here. Supinate. Squeeze. Squeeze. If you're really trying to thicken out that bicep, it's squeezing. You really want to put that tension onto the muscle. It's not just trying to get the movement done. It's trying to get the benefit from it. And by contracting that muscle and getting that muscle nicely stretched, it's going to break it down. So by the time when you take that rest to make your muscle recover, it's going to recover that much bigger. Alright guys, there goes my video. Hope you enjoyed. The next time you go to the gym, throw in some of these tips and tricks in these exercises, and I can guarantee you, as time goes on, remember, consistency is key. Your bicep is going to grow in ways that you've never dreamed of. Why? Is because you're targeting those correct exercises. You have a plan. You're not just going into the gym and saying I'm hitting biceps. You're not going to the gym and saying I'm going to hit chest. If you know what specific exercise is going to be targeting that muscle for that day, you should be targeting that specific muscle, because then it's going to benefit you in the long run. So guys, before we end this video, don't forget to leave a comment below. Let me know how this video goes. What other future exercises you want me to focus on. Also, don't forget to hit that notification button so you know my next video comes out. It's your boy Reggie B. Like my video, subscribe to my video so your boy can be back. And if you do that, I'll be real proud of you. Metamorphosis complete.